What makes someone truly irresistibly attractive? Is it just good looks or charm? Not at all. Real attraction goes far deeper. It's about embodying a set of qualities so compelling that people are naturally drawn to you. These qualities aren't just about personality, they're habits, and when practiced consistently, they transform you from the inside out. Here's the secret. Stoics have mastered this art. You can spot them from a mile away. They don't just stand out, they radiate something magnetic. They're calm when others panic, composed in the face of chaos, and deeply content in a world of endless distractions. They don't seek validation or crumble under pressure. Instead, they live with purpose, embody resilience, and move with a quiet confidence that is impossible to ignore. And what's the key to their irresistible allure? It's a set of 7 distinct Stoic habits that define who they are and how they live. These habits are more than principles. They're actionable ways to embody self-control, compassion, wisdom, and independence. Together, they create an inner glow that attracts people like moths to a flame. In this video, we're unpacking 7 Stoic habits that make them irresistibly attractive. These aren't superficial tricks or quick fixes. They're the blueprint for becoming a person of depth, power, and quiet magnetism. If you're ready to unlock the secret of true attraction and discover the habits that can set you apart, stay tuned. Let us know which habit resonates most with you, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights. Your journey to becoming truly irresistible starts right here. 1. They don't worry about things they can't control. Oh, my friend, why do I say that? Understanding what you can control is the secret to powerful attraction. Let me explain. Like you, I used to think that being attractive meant being loud, dominant, and well, almost animalistic in my behavior. You know, the kind of person who feels the need to yell to be heard or act aggressively to seem important. I thought this was the way to show strength and masculinity. But let me tell you something. You and I had it all wrong. Research from psychologists and modern behavioral studies tells us that real strength doesn't come from outward aggression, but from inner calm and self-control. If you can't control your actions, emotions, or impulses, how can others respect you? And if they don't respect you, how can you possibly be attractive to them? Especially in love. Think about this. When you're with someone who loses their temper over the smallest inconvenience, how does it make you feel? Likely uncomfortable, maybe even embarrassed. Now imagine someone who remains calm in the same situation, steady and composed no matter the chaos around them. That kind of presence is magnetic because it signals strength, stability, and confidence. This is why self-control is such a vital habit. When you master your emotions and actions, you project the image of someone who is capable, someone who is in charge of themselves. People naturally gravitate toward those who have this kind of energy. In love, this is even more crucial. Partners look for someone who can handle challenges with grace, not someone who crumbles under pressure or lashes out uncontrollably. So how do you practice this? It starts with awareness. The next time you feel anger bubbling up, stop for a moment and ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Is this something I can control? If it's not, let it go. Redirect your focus to what you can influence. When you consistently do this, you become the kind of person others trust and admire. And trust me, there's nothing more attractive than someone who carries themselves with quiet confidence and unwavering control. So yes, my friend, understanding what you can and cannot control isn't just a Stoic principle. It's the foundation of becoming irresistibly attractive. Why not start today? How will you handle your next moment of frustration? Will you let it control you, or will you control it? That choice could make all the difference in how the world sees you. 2. They are content with what they have. When it comes to the idea of having enough, and the concept of attraction in this context, there are countless perspectives. But let me be blunt with you. There's no such thing as enough in the way society has conditioned us to think about it. This world isn't designed to let you feel satisfied. It's designed to make you crave more. What I want to talk about isn't the fleeting enough tied to possessions or status. I'm talking about a deeper sense of balance. Balance in your relationships, balance in your efforts, and balance in the way you view life itself. That's what the Stoics understood, and it's a key part of what makes them so irresistibly attractive. They value what they have, their partners, their income, their daily efforts. It's not that they stop striving for more. They work hard every day to achieve their goals, but they do so while appreciating what they already have. They understand that when you lose sight of balance, you lose sight of what truly matters. And let me tell you, when you don't know what's enough, you're blindly sprinting down a path of chaos. Just look at what's happening around us. Divorce rates are skyrocketing. Why? Because there's a growing imbalance in how people live their lives. They don't appreciate their partners or prioritize connection. They chase external validation, thinking that more will make them happy. But it doesn't. Here's the truth. If you don't address this imbalance now, it won't matter if you get married a second time or even a third. The same issues will surface. Why? Because the problem isn't out there. It's inside. Balance isn't something society gives you. It's something you create for yourself. The Stoics knew this. That's why they didn't let external pressures define their happiness. They chose to focus on what they could control and to value the people and opportunities in their lives right now. This kind of clarity and balance is what makes them magnetic. It shows strength, gratitude, and self-awareness, qualities that draw people in. So my friend, I urge you to think about this. Where in your life are you chasing endlessly without pausing to appreciate what you already have? What relationships, achievements, or simple joys are you overlooking in the name of more? The key to being truly irresistibly attractive isn't about accumulating. It's about balancing. When you master this, you won't just transform how others see you, you'll change how you see yourself. And that, my friend, is the ultimate secret of attraction. 3. They listen more than they speak. My dear friend, silence and listening, these aren't just basic communication skills. They're like a strange, almost mystical secret to being irresistibly attractive. Think of listening as a kind of magic potion. It doesn't burn any extra calories, but it builds your strength, your presence, and your ability to connect deeply. Yes, it's hard, I know. But once you understand the art of listening, you'll see just how powerful, how magnetic you really are. Imagine this. You listen to your wife share her day, your partner talk about their dreams, your colleagues vent about work challenges, or even someone toxic spill negativity. The secret isn't just hearing what they say, it's listening selectively, finding the good, and responding with calmness and grace. This isn't just a skill, it's a mark of someone who practices discipline, emotional intelligence, and yes, the power of stoicism. Let's start with a simple example. Listening to your wife or partner. Studies show that women typically speak significantly more than men. Some researchers estimate women speak about 10,000 words a day. That's a lot. But here's the key. They need to talk to feel heard and understood. By simply letting them share their thoughts without interrupting or rushing to fix things, you create space for them to feel valued. And when they're done, that's your moment to speak, not before. That, my friend, is listening in action. This doesn't just apply to your partner. When you listen to your coworkers, friends, or even people who challenge you, you're showing strength. People often think listening is passive, but it's actually one of the most active things you can do. It takes effort, patience, and self-control to sit back, focus, and hold your tongue until the moment is right. And that's where the magic happens. Listening with intention and restraint builds trust. It makes others feel safe in your presence. It also gives you a strategic advantage because you can truly understand their needs, concerns, and emotions. This is stoicism in practice. Staying calm, responding wisely, and choosing your words carefully. So how do you make this habit part of your life? Start small. When your partner starts talking, resist the urge to interrupt. When your friend vents, don't jump in with advice right away. When someone criticizes you, take a breath, absorb their words, and respond only after you've understood their perspective. Over time, you'll find that listening isn't just a way to connect. It's a way to project strength, compassion, and confidence. And let me tell you, when you master the art of listening, people will notice. They'll see you as someone who truly cares, someone who understands, and someone worth their trust. That's the kind of presence that's not just memorable, it's irresistibly attractive. So my friend, will you practice this habit today? Your relationships and your own sense of peace will thank you. My dear friend, we've officially reached the halfway point of today's journey. If you're still here with me, it tells me something important. This content is resonating with you. Maybe it sparked a thought, stirred a feeling, or connected with something deep inside you. And for that, I'm truly grateful. Now, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I'd like to ask you for something simple, something completely free. Just hit that subscribe button. Why? Because your support matters more than you might think. We're on our own journey to reach a milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and your click brings us one step closer to that dream. I hope you understand the sincerity behind this request. It's not just about numbers, it's about building a community of like-minded individuals who strive for wisdom, strength, and purpose. If this video has brought value to your life, subscribing is one way to show your appreciation. Of course, if it's inconvenient for you or if this content hasn't quite connected with you yet, I want to apologize for asking. I understand your time is precious, and I don't take it for granted. But if there's even a small part of you that's found something meaningful here, I'd be honored if you'd join us on this journey. With that said, let's dive into the next habit. There's so much more to explore, and I can't wait to share it with you. Let's keep going. 4. They are not afraid of death. Let's be honest, my friend. Death is a topic most people avoid like the plague. We don't want to think about it, talk about it, or even acknowledge it. But here's the truth. Avoiding the thought of death doesn't make it any less inevitable. The difference between most people and Stoics? Stoics don't fear death. They embrace it. This ability to confront mortality is one of the habits that makes Stoics irresistibly attractive. Why? Because it's not just about being brave, it's about living fully. As Seneca wisely said, "What harm is there in returning to the point from which you came? He who does not know how to die well will never know how to live well." Think about it. When you're constantly running from the thought of death, you're living in fear. Fear of losing time, fear of making the wrong choices, fear of the unknown. But when you accept that life is finite, something powerful happens. You stop wasting time on trivial things. You stop taking people and opportunities for granted. You start living with urgency and intention. Now let's make it personal. Imagine how this mindset could transform your relationships. Instead of arguing over petty things, you'd cherish every moment with your loved ones. Instead of stressing over your job, you'd focus on doing meaningful work. Instead of fearing failure, you'd take bold risks because you'd know, I only have so much time. What am I waiting for? This clarity is the secret of attraction. A person who is unafraid of death has an undeniable presence. They live with confidence, gratitude, and a sense of purpose that's impossible to ignore. It's magnetic because it reminds us of how fleeting life is and inspires us to live more fully ourselves. So how can you start practicing this Stoic habit? Begin by facing your own mortality. This doesn't mean obsessing over it, but acknowledging it as a reality. Take time each day to reflect on the fact that life is short. Ask yourself, if today were my last day, am I living the way I want to be remembered? Over time, you'll notice a shift. You'll stop procrastinating, stop holding grudges, and start prioritizing what truly matters. And here's the thing, people will notice. They'll see your courage, your focus, and your zest for life. And that, my friend, is what makes you irresistibly attractive. So let me ask you, are you ready to stop running from death and start living? Because when you embrace the reality of mortality, you unlock the freedom to live boldly, love deeply, and attract others in a way that lasts far beyond this lifetime. 5. They don't allow themselves to be surprised. Oh, my friend, let me ask you this. How many times have you been caught completely off guard by someone else's behavior? Maybe a friend let you down, a coworker was rude, or someone betrayed your trust. You probably thought, I can't believe they did that. But let me tell you something. Why are we so surprised when people act exactly the way people do? Here's the secret that makes Stoics stand out and makes them irresistibly attractive. They don't allow themselves to be surprised. They don't allow themselves to be surprised. They prepare themselves mentally for the flaws and imperfections of others. Marcus Aurelius said it best. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, envious, and unsociable. At first, that might sound a little harsh, but think about it. People make mistakes. They can be selfish, impatient, or even unpleasant. That's just part of being human. The difference between Stoics and everyone else is that Stoics expect this. They anticipate imperfection, so when it shows up, they aren't shocked or offended. Instead, they stay calm and composed, never taking things personally. Now, here's why this habit is so powerful, and why it's part of the secret of attraction. People are naturally drawn to those who remain calm when others overreact. Imagine being in a situation where someone is rude or disrespectful. Most people would snap back, escalate the conflict, or stew in anger. But not a Stoic. A Stoic's calm and collected response sends a clear message. I'm in control of my emotions, not the other way around. That kind of strength is magnetic. It shows maturity, composure, and grace, all of which are irresistibly attractive. So how can you adopt this habit? Start by reframing your expectations. The next time you're about to meet someone, remind yourself, this person might be rude, impatient, or inconsiderate, and that's okay. I won't let it bother me. And when someone actually does something unpleasant, repeat this to yourself. I expected this. I expected this. Take a deep breath, stay calm, and move on. By practicing this, you'll find yourself in control of your emotions, no longer reacting impulsively. People around you will notice your steadiness and start to respect you more. That respect is one of the most powerful forms of attraction there is. Now let's turn it over to you. What do you think about this idea of not letting yourself be surprised? Don't allow yourself to be surprised. Don't allow yourself to be surprised. Drop this phrase in the comments below to remind yourself and others to stay grounded. Let's create a ripple of Stoic calm together. Will you take this step today? 6. They stay calm in the face of chaos. Let's be real, chaos is inevitable. Life throws curveballs at us every single day. Plans fall apart, emergencies arise, and sometimes everything feels like it's going wrong at once. Most people, when faced with chaos, panic. They freeze up, lose their temper, or spiral into frustration. Sound familiar? But Stoics? They're different. And that difference is part of what makes them irresistibly attractive. They stay calm, collected, and in control, no matter how wild things get. They know that panicking never solves anything. It only makes things worse. Marcus Aurelius captured this perfectly. Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it. Think about that imagery for a moment. Imagine yourself as that rock, steady, unshaken, and powerful. Now think about the people you admire most. Aren't they the ones who maintain their composure when everything is falling apart? It's not their words or looks that inspire you. It's their ability to stay calm and take control of the situation. That's what the secret of attraction really is: inner strength. Here's the thing. When you stay calm in chaos, you don't just impress others, you inspire trust. People naturally gravitate toward those who seem unshakable because they feel safer and more confident around them. Whether it's in a crisis at work, a family argument, or even a minor inconvenience like a traffic jam, calmness gives you an edge. How can you cultivate this habit? Start small. The next time something unexpected happens, a canceled meeting, a rude comment, or an argument, pause. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that this moment, no matter how chaotic, is temporary. Ask yourself, will getting upset help solve this? The answer is almost always no. Instead of reacting, respond with purpose. If the situation needs fixing, fix it. If it's out of your control, let it go. Each time you practice this, you strengthen your ability to stay calm under pressure. Over time, you'll notice something amazing. Not only do you handle chaos better, but others will start looking to you as a source of stability and inspiration. So my friend, what will you do the next time chaos comes crashing into your life? Will you let it control you, or will you stay steady like the rock Marcus Aurelius described? The choice is yours, and that choice holds the key to making you irresistibly attractive. They accept things as they are. Let's face it, life doesn't always go our way. Plans fall apart, people disappoint us, and the world often feels frustratingly out of control. How do most people react? They complain, resist, and wish things were different. But here's the problem. None of that changes anything. This is where Stoics shine. One of the habits that makes them irresistibly attractive is their ability to accept things as they are. As Epictetus wisely said, do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish for them to happen as they do, and you will live a tranquil life. Stoics don't waste energy fighting reality. They embrace it. Now, let's be clear. Accepting things as they are doesn't mean you give up. It doesn't mean you settle for less or stop striving for better. It means understanding the difference between what you can control and what you can't. When you accept what you cannot change, you gain clarity and peace of mind. And that clarity, it's magnetic. Think about the people you admire most. Are they the ones who throw tantrums when things don't go their way? Or are they the ones who stay calm and find solutions, even when the odds are stacked against them? We're drawn to people who can roll with life's punches, who don't waste time complaining, but instead focus on what's next. That's the secret of attraction the Stoics understood so well. Let me give you an example. Traffic. Most people sit in a traffic jam, gripping the steering wheel, fuming about how late they'll be. But does that anger make the traffic move faster? Of course not. Now imagine a Stoic in the same situation. They take a deep breath, accept the delay, and use the time to listen to an audiobook or reflect on their day. They've already won because they're not letting the situation control their emotions. You can practice this habit too. The next time something goes wrong, a canceled meeting, bad weather, or a rude comment, pause. Ask yourself, can I control this? If the answer is no, shift your focus to what you can do instead. It might feel unnatural at first, but with time, it will transform the way you handle life's challenges. When you learn to accept things as they are, you not only protect your peace, but also project a calm confidence that people find irresistible. It shows strength, resilience, and maturity, qualities that are incredibly rare and deeply attractive. So, my friend, the next time life throws you a curveball, will you resist reality or will you accept it? That choice doesn't just shape how you feel, it shapes how others see you. And when you choose acceptance, you're not just living like a Stoic, you're unlocking the secret to becoming irresistibly attractive. So my friend, we've just walked through the 7 Stoic habits that build irresistible attraction, habits rooted in timeless wisdom that shape not just how others see you, but how you see yourself. And here's what I want to say about these 7 lessons. They're not quick fixes or gimmicks. They're a way of life. Every habit we've explored, from mastering self-control to embracing mortality, carries a deeper truth. True attraction isn't about appearances or superficial charm. It's about substance, balance, and inner strength. It's about being the kind of person who radiates confidence without arrogance, compassion without weakness, and purpose without pretense. But here's the real challenge. Knowing these habits isn't enough. The power lies in practicing them daily. It's in choosing calm over chaos, listening over interrupting, and gratitude over endless chasing. It's in the quiet, consistent effort to live with intention and integrity. And let me tell you, when you start embodying these habits, the transformation is undeniable. People notice. They'll feel drawn to your calm when the world feels chaotic. They'll respect your ability to listen when so few do. They'll admire your courage to live with purpose in a world full of distractions. That's the secret of attraction Stoicism offers, becoming someone who inspires, uplifts, and leads by example. So which of these 7 habits resonates with you the most? Which one will you commit to practicing today? Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Start small, stay consistent, and watch as these habits reshape not only your relationships, but your entire life. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If these lessons have inspired you, share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on living a life of strength, wisdom, and purpose. Your transformation starts now.